Welcome back to News 3 today at 11. For some, 2025 came in fast and hard, leaving many of us struggling with stress. But have no fear, our community experts are here with some holistic solutions. Local pediatrician Dr. Yolanda Rivera-Caudill, also known as Dr. Beat, and wellness strategist, creator, and mindset coach Chelsea Dye join us now with more. Every time we introduce you, we give you a different title because you have so many.
I love it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. So we're talking about the silent stress epidemic and ways that we can take back our health.
Absolutely, and it's more simplistic. When we go back to the basics, it's simpler than we actually think. But we first need to review really the impact that stress has on us. And it's more than we just think. It's not just, oh gosh, my shoulders are tight, or I'm feeling the stress of finances, or whatever it is. Our whole body starts to feel the stress. And sometimes the signs and symptoms come far after the stress has already been there. So some of these tips and tricks will bring us to a place where we are less stressed on a daily basis.
So you want to start with the 5 pillars though, right?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So I'll let Yolanda introduce the 5 pillars.
Yeah, the 5 pillars are, like the same thing that we've done. It's a complementary thing. The mindset, the diet, the connections, and your sleep and your movement. When you start addressing one of those things, the other areas are going to be impacted as well.
And what's so important about this is the 5 pillars all work together to help alleviate stress or add to stress. So we all know if we get a poor night's sleep, it can have an impact on our stress. If we don't get enough movement. But the good news is, little by little, one step at a time, by tackling those pillars, you are able to alleviate stress on a more simplistic basis. So let's dive in.
So we were talking, before we dive in, we were talking during the break just about the ways that stress can show up and you not even realize that it's affecting your body. I've had stomach problems for years, and when I went to my doctor, she said, this might be because of stress. I had no idea.
Yep.
Well, so our bodies are so connected, and we think that things are siloed, that, oh, I have a stomach issue, and it really is just my stomach or something I ate the day before. And the truth is, the Eastern sciences have believed for a very long time that anything that happens in our mind impacts our body, and now the Western sciences are starting to adopt that, and we have scientific proof and evidence to support this as well.
Okay, so now let's dive into the tips.
Yes.
Did you want to say something?
No. That the connection, the brain and the gut and the brain system, the nervous system is all connected, and we have some of the slides that we're talk about that.
Okay, so we're going to dive into the tips right now. And the science behind it.
Or we can.
Tips. Okay. Go ahead.
Yes,
so
like the one we're talking about.
A really important statistic is 77% of Americans experience physical symptoms of stress.
Wow.
So you're not alone. And women are especially impacted. So 69% of women, when polled in 2023, indicated that they were on the edge of burnout and ready to quit.
Been there, done that.
Yeah,
Right.
especially working women. So here are 5 signs that your body is stressed.
Talking about digestive issues, heartburn, bloating, the tension, that's more people recognize that as the stress, a sign of stress. But brain fog is another big issue that people don't recognize that is related to stress, and being in a bad mood. Sometimes you don't associate that with stress. Mood swings and fatigue, even if you have a good sleep.
So the top tip is to take a brain break, right?
Well, that's one of the
That's one of them.
tips.
Okay.
Yeah, to take a brain break, and a 3-minute brain break. So when you know the impact that stress has on our brain, it impairs our positive thought patterns, our decision making, our clear thinking. If you can just take 3 minutes to take a brain break, maybe even 3 times a day.
To reconnect with your body.
Okay, so what does that mean in real terms?
Oh, just take a break. Just be present.
Like close your eyes, or what does that mean?
Breathe.
Okay.
Be conscious about your breathe. Be conscious about just look out the window and look what you see. Not thinking in the future or in the past. Be right here, present.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So also nourish wisely.
Nourish wisely. This is a really important one.
Yes.
Okay.
And one kind of unexpected tip is, so ultra-processed foods, we've gone over this, that they are highly addictive and they actually stress our bodies out. So, and our body craves more, but there's a way to get past that. So just making one positive choice a day, eating a magnesium-rich diet, and specifically before you go to bed, which calms your mind and your body, is really helpful. So nuts and seeds, greens, fermented tofu, regular soybeans. They're primarily plant-based that are magnesium dense, but if you follow our recipe of a fiber-rich plant-based diet with a healthy fat and proteins and flavor, you'll by default get that magnesium dense diet.
Okay, so following that, tip number 3, which leads to tip number 3, after you eat, always take a break to get moving.
Yes, always. Movement is so important for blood sugar, metabolism, to master that, and also for the brain. The brain needs that, and if the brain, that connection with the gut and the brain, it's enhanced because the microbiome gets enhanced. So if the microbiome is healthy, it helps our stress, our immune system. So everything is like a fine-tuned machine that works.
So we have about 30 seconds left.
Yes.
You do have a way that people can take a quiz to find out how stressed we all are.
So this is a QR code to our quiz, and it'll take 3 minutes. Do your brain break and then the quiz, and it'll give you some tips and tricks, and then you'll be added to our community, and we will give you more tips and tricks on how to easily. On the website, and then go to our website and see some other downloadable resources about stress, eating wisely, sleeping, movement, all the things.
All right.
So,
Connecting.
Connecting. Okay. Chelsea, Dr. Caudill, thank you so much for joining us today. If you'd like more information, just go to our website, wsav.com. Stay